I recently bought a Kawasaki KLX450R on the cheap. In episode 1, I started stripping the bike down with the intention of giving it a good once over. In this episode, I continue my work on the big green meanie. Update with where I am at. I haven't worked on the bike for a couple of weeks, but today I've given it a good nudge. I've cleaned everything on the rear end, so that's pretty much ready to be reassembled. I've had to order some more parts. This is my rear chain guide. Completely stuffed, so I've had to order one of those today. I had to order an engine stud from Kawasaki too, so they're both on the way. I won't be able to do it today, but they'll be in a couple of days. I've sourced a workshop manual online, eManuals. So I'm going to read that because I've got no idea how to put the rear back together. It's been so long, I'm looking at it going, I don't know what goes where. So I'm going to read that and then fumble through it. If you're after a manual, make sure you check them out. They gave me an affiliate link, which is great. It tells you pretty much how to take apart any bike you want. If they do a manual for them, it looks like they do manuals for pretty much everything. So check that out. I'm going to read that because all the linkage and that, I can't remember how that all goes. And I've got a couple of spaces in that here. I'm looking at it going, where does that go? So I'll try putting that back together. My rear shock, I took that out to do the top bearing. I've greased that all up, checked it, it's in great condition, so that's fantastic. However, the shock boot is absolutely stuffed. I'm probably going to get all the suspension serviced. We might just put it back together as is. Go for a couple of easy rides to see if I think the suspension needs to be tweaked, and then at the same time maybe get the springs done and just give the suspension a good service while we're there. It's just deteriorated. All these things are just old and deteriorate and just fall apart. You know, it's very minor, but you need one at the end of the day. I mean, as my brother said, he goes, well, just don't bottom it out. So we'll start putting the rear together, then we're going to move back onto the front. My kill switch is still stuck in. I have to take that apart and try and fix it. Got a new brake lever to put on. Then I have those bark buses as well. We'll try to chuck those on too. The front steering head, I'll see how I go for time. It feels great. It's not chunky or anything like that. It's smooth. It's got a nice action to it. So I'll see how I go for time if I'm going to take all that apart and grease that up too. Alright, let's start putting some things back together. I had to remove all the old bearings. Some were easier than others as the rubbers were stuffed. I then removed the chain guide. They are pretty cheap and it was easy to access with the swing arm off, so why not? So I thought I'd replace the chain guide because it looks pretty worn and they're known to go on these. And lucky I got a new one because look at that, it's split big time. So I've got a new one of those right here, a Polysport one I just opened. So we'll chuck that on. I figured it's all apart, so why not? And then we've also got a bearing kit that arrived. I've got Bearings Works. The price is pretty good. Seem to get pretty good reviews, so we got those. How good's eBay for bike parts, by the way? No plug or anything. You just save a heap of money. Go get parts on there, free delivery. All right, let's chuck them all on. So I cleaned up the swing arm while I was there. It was absolutely filthy. Degreased it, scrubbed it. Did everything to it, and I've cleaned out the bearings. Actually seem pretty good, so I'm going to reuse them and save myself $100. And while I was there, I cleaned up all these screws and nuts for the chain guide too, because they were cooked. They were just covered in crap and grime. There we go, new one all installed. Let's start working on the bearings. So here's the linkage bearing kit. Now I just gotta remember how they all go in. Oh, it's part of the fun, right? Chuck this sucker in. This is all greased up now. Cool. Make sure I put some of this sucker on. Alright, let's have a look to see what's going on up here. Alright, there's a bit of a gap here between recordings, because what's happened is I've ordered a whole heap of parts. Happened to find a lot secondhand on Gumtree. Heap of good stuff. Some I've already bought, but that's okay. It's good to have spares. Oh, we got a bar protector. That is fantastic. I needed one. I took the other one off and it disintegrated. A lot of levers. Another bar protector. Got two. This is annoying, but oh well. A chain guide. Oh, that's a green one. I might put that on instead of the black one I've got. We'll look at that. Air filter. Levers. Got shorties. These are fancy ones. These are... I'll zoom right in on that for you. It says KLX on it as well. Very cool. So I might chuck those on. I bought some, you know, knockoff OEM ones to put them on, but we can easily change them out. Filters, indicators, grips. These ones are fine, so I'll leave them on, but look, they're green. They got some Kawasaki green on them, so we might chuck them on as well. Stickers, more chain guides. It's a front one as well, which is really annoying because I put a new one on and it comes with the spindle, which I don't believe I put on. I might change that out, but I did it with the swing arm off, so it might be a bit of a pain to do. Might leave it on until it chews out and change it again. Another one. More levers, heap of just spares in here, and what I really wanted, a B&B bash plate. So this is one of the more rock solid metal ones. Get rid of that weird one that's on at the moment, so chuck that on. It's pretty weighty and solid. B&B, you know what you're gonna get, they're rock solid. Brake pads, I need front ones, so we'll chuck those on. Whether it's today or after a ride. Rear disc protector. And here's something I'm really interested in. There's a heap of other stuff in there as well, but steg pegs. I'm going to put them on. Never used them before. People rave about them, so I'm keen to try them out too. So I'm going to put all these parts on, put it all back together and give it a good wash, and then hopefully go for a ride during the week. Oh man, excited to get the big green Mini going. Let's get stuck in. Okay, my fancy levers. The clutch side fits, not the brake side, so I'm just going to fit a stock clutch lever. That one's bent as well, so I'll just throw that on and I'll just put it back on the standard levers. When something loose on. Alright. Here's the difference between levers. Look how bent that one is. Flat, not flat. Got a decomp lever and everything in the way here. As you can tell, I'm no mechanic, but I get the job done, everyone. There. Since it's been so long since I took it apart, the biggest thing is remembering how to put it all together. So we'll see how that goes. We'll do the headlight. I changed the start-stop switch and all that and had to rewire this a little bit or just redirect everything. So there's no drums there, and these are broken, but I'm just going to zip time back up. Figure that out later on, maybe get some click and rides. We'll see how we go. Alright, where's this click and do that? Yeah. Oh, this is very simple. You said it, Sydney. My son in the background, he's helping. All that is 2 bolts. 2 bolts and like some locating plugs there. Alright, let's see these bark busters from my KLR fit. I reckon they're going to be pretty good. We'll make them good. If you don't have bark busters, you're a lunatic. Yeah, they'll fit. I just got to change the angle of the dangle. I haven't fit bark busters since my KLR. There we go. Still got it, guys. Yeah, not bad. We'll tighten that up. Righto. Same on this side. Weave my magic. Not really, I'm just putting on bark busters, there's not much to it. Doing this fast and dirty way today. How do I get that on? Done. So I'm just looking at how to install these steg pegs. I don't really have an idea. I'm just going to mock it up and see what fits pretty much. Looks like it goes just here. I need to take that bolt out and then put one through there. It comes with bolts that have been supplied. Some spacers, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Can't be too hard, right? Alright, I took out that subframe bolt. They've supplied a bolt. I presume that one's going to go there as well. We got this one here, a bit of a spacer on it. People swear by these, so I'm keen to try them. See the grab. Struggling on that other side, so I just thought I'd duck around here, see if these bolts fit. That one doesn't seem long enough the other side. Getting a very similar vibe here. Yeah, no way is that long enough. I'm having so many issues with this spacer here, I just can't get it to reach. I've got like a millimeter thread to try and get any purchase with, so I'm gonna do my own dodgy spacer for the time being. Just gonna put a nut there, just about half that. See if it works. I don't see why I wouldn't. Put that there. Put that through, and that should have enough to get. It's just good enough to grab now. There we go. Okay, the last thing I have to do is get off this bash plate and put the B&B one on. Lucky I checked it because it's missing bolts and it's just a weird design, I think. It's made for the stock pipe, which goes down here and then goes back up. So we're gonna get rid of that and put the B&B on. How good it drills. There's one around here, doing this the awkward way, but here we are. It's pretty easy to install. Loosely tighten it, make sure I'm not going to strip anything. We good. We good, everyone. Okay everyone, before I go on my first ride, let's do a little recap and look at what I've done on the KLX. I think it looks really good at the moment. We've got the B&B bash plate, stag pegs, really keen to try those out. Clean the bike up a bit in general. I started giving it a wash, so I'm going for a ride the next day. Why give it a wash? I'm going to need to wash it again. Cleaned up the pipe, did that engine stud bolt on the front. Bark busters, new levers, clutch and brake side. Oh, come around to here. This is that new switch I was talking about. Goes in and out, so it actually works. This is a bit vulnerable, but look, it plugs straight into the existing one. I thought it'd be the best way to do it. What else have I done? I can't remember, mate. I've done a lot of stuff. A lot of cleaning up the bike. All right, I'm going to take the KLX for my first ride, so make sure you check out that video soon. That's going to be probably next week. I'm hitting up Glasshouse Mountains for the afternoon. It's going to be an absolute blast. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. I believe only 9% of people are subscribed, so please click that. It really helps grow the channel. It helps me get more bikes to ride and review. All right, I'm gonna go riding on the big green meanie. Oh, we need a name, by the way. If you've got any name suggestions for the big KLX, let me know. All right, keep it on the back wheel, everyone. Catches.